Is your Windows 10 or even Windows 11 computer running a bit slow or feeling a bit bogged down and you want to get it back to where it was when you first got it? Here are several tricks to get your computer running back to normal. First, you're going to want to uninstall any unnecessary software, and there's a couple ways to do that. You can either go into Control Panel, Programs and Features, and then select whatever apps that you don't need and uninstall them. The other way to go about that is to go into Settings, Apps and Features, and click on the application and uninstall it that way. Unnecessary apps, if you don't need them, get rid of them. Along with unnecessary apps, you can also get rid of any bloatware that your computer manufacturer may have put on there. When you get a Dell or Lenovo, HP, anything like that, they're going to install a bunch of just bloatware or crapware on it that they think that you should use because they want you to use their products and even their services. So just go ahead and remove those if you don't need them. Next, you're going to want to limit the number of apps that you have starting when you first power on your computer, whether that's from a reboot or logging in. You'll go to Task Manager, you'll click on More Details in the bottom left corner, click on the Startup tab, and then you're going to want to select the app. And in the bottom right corner, you'll go ahead and click Disable. This will stop that app from starting up as soon as you log into your computer, and even when you reboot your computer, which means that your computer is going to power on and run faster, smoother, and allow for you to get going with whatever you need to do that much quicker. You should also scan your computer for viruses and malware. You can go through Windows Security in the Windows settings, or if you have another brand of antivirus software that you prefer, feel free to use both of them. Just make sure that you scan your computer, remove any unnecessary files. If there are any viruses or malware, your security app can remove them. If you are running a hard disk drive rather than a solid state drive, you can optimize your disk by using disk cleanup and disk fragmentation. You can search that in the Start menu, just type in Optimize Drives or Defragmentation. You'll see this screen here, and you'll select your C drive and analyze and optimize. If you are running a hard disk drive or an old platter drive, I suggest that you upgrade to a solid state drive. They're faster, more reliable, and they use less power for those of you that are using laptops. Internet browsers are, well, they're hogs for saving temporary files. So what I would do is go ahead in whatever web browser that you use, or in even all web browsers that are on your computer, go ahead and clear the history and the cache and the temporary files for that. Next, you want to make sure that your computer is up to date. You can either search for updates, or you can Windows Update, or you can go into the settings and select Windows Updates, and then make sure that your computer is up to date. That'll help with security more than anything, even if it doesn't boost your performance. Next, you want to turn on automated maintenance. Now, this can be accessed through Control Panel, System and Security, Security and Maintenance. Click on Maintenance and click on Start Maintenance. This will basically just keep your computer up to date and make sure that everything is working smoothly as Windows expects it to be. On both Windows 10 and Windows 11 computers, I would highly suggest, if you're having performance issues, to shut off your transparency effects. You'd be surprised at how many menus in your computer actually use the transparency effects. And so what I would do is go into Settings, Personalization, click on Colors, go to Transparency Effects, and shut them off. This is a Windows 11 computer, so on Windows 10 you might have to scroll down a little bit for it. But shut off your transparency effects. That should help out. Another one is, if you are tech savvy, you can always replace the RAM in your computer or even your hard drive. That will help speed up your computer with better performing hardware, if your computer allows and it's not either maxed out already or soldered on. One more thing that you can do if you're tech savvy and you like to tinker would be to go ahead and hit Windows R. It'll pull up this run menu. Type in sysdm.cpl. And when you do this and click OK, you'll end up with System Properties. You'll then click on the Advanced tab, click on Settings, and here's your performance options. These performance options you can either adjust for best appearance if you have a powerful machine, or if your computer's struggling, you'll go ahead and select Adjust for best performance. But you can also do a custom job as well and select what you do and don't want to happen in those checkboxes there. Be careful with tinkering in your computer if you're not tech savvy, because if you do something you shouldn't do, you'll have a hard time remembering and trying to go back and undo. Last but not least, something that IT guys get made fun of all the time for: reboot your computer. You'd be surprised at how much a reboot, or even simply shutting down and powering back up a few minutes after being shut down, you'd be surprised at how much that actually helps. It helps to wipe memory away, like the volatile memory, such as RAM and processors. But also, like humans, computers sometimes need a break, so if you can shut it down for a few minutes or a few hours and then come back to it, great thing to do. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and even share my videos. Thank you.